I have started reading so many books at the same time. I don't recommend anyone doing that. And for August, I only want to finish the books I started reading during the last 6 months. Some of them I'm really enjoying, some of them are, I don't know what to think about them yet. So in this video I will share with you my thoughts. The first book I'd like to talk about is American Gods by Neil Gaiman. Here is the beautiful Folio Society copy I own. This one is really handsome, the illustrations are absolutely gorgeous. But let's talk about the book itself. First of all, I'm a long-time fan of Neil Gaiman. I really love the graphic novel Sandman since forever. But until last year, I haven't read a proper novel, not a graphic novel, a novel written by him. So last year I read Stardust. And the thing is, Stardust is so popular, but I wasn't able to enjoy it, you know. I can't explain this style. It's not for me. But I wanted to give Neil Gaiman another chance. This was really pretentious. I wanted to try Neil Gaiman again, you know. I wanted to try a different book, a book that is also really popular, that people really enjoy usually. So I got this gorgeous and very expensive copy of American Gods, and first, this book is illustrated by Dave McKean, so this is a piece of art, and it's been really enjoyable to be able to read this book using this gorgeous copy. Such a privilege. But I'm at page 57, and the book is interesting. I enjoy the style here more than I enjoyed the Stardust writing, and the dialogues are good, but the story itself hasn't captured me enough, you know, to keep me interested. So I put this book away for a while. I decided to put it away until I found the right mood to read it. But so far, I don't know. But I'll try to move on with the reading during August. It's really rare to me DNFing books, you know. I try hard to finish all the books, otherwise I don't want to waste my time completely, entirely on a book that I don't plan to finish. So I will try to finish this one, and I believe that I will enjoy it at the end. There is some really interesting stuff here, but I don't think this is a book that you should read alongside another completely different book or other completely different books. That is my case. So guys, it's currently raining here. Winter rains, everything's crazy, but I hope you guys don't mind. And I also started reading Atonement. I have a book presentation of this Folio Society edition on my channel. I'll put the link down below. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love the color combination, by the way, but back to the story. So there is this really famous movie called Atonement, and unfortunately I happen to know a bit about the ending of this book, but I really wanted to read it anyway. So I started reading it. I'm on page 95, and I'm in love with it. I'm in love with the narrative, I'm in love with the points of view, how Ian McEwan is presenting different points of view of different really nuanced and complex characters. So realistic, so realistic. We have this story. If you don't know this one, I strongly recommend you to read it. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm pretty sure that I will love it no matter the ending. The ending is not really popular, let me tell you beforehand. But here we have a story of privileged family and a boy that loves one of the girls, one of the characters, and oh my god, how not to spoil this book. And this happened to be like almost an impossible love story, because this character is accused of a crime and he goes to the jail, he goes to prison, he's condemned, and the only way to leave prison is going to war. Oh my god, this is so good. And this is a story about telling stories and how writers sometimes they go too deep into their own minds, into their own fabulations. So good, so good. Let's move on. Next we have Mansfield Park. This year, yes, I plan to read Mansfield Park and Northanger Abbey, the last novels that I haven't read by Jane Austen. So I'm really excited to finish 2018 with all Jane Austen novels read. I'm enjoying this one. I enjoy the main character, Fanny. I don't see her as like dull as people used to see her. I find her interesting on her own way, you know. She's more like passive but really thoughtful, and so far I'm enjoying it. I'm on page 110. So far so good. And I've also decided to finally start reading Robinson Crusoe. I already filmed a book presentation. I'm not sure when I will upload it. Not my first experience reading Daniel Defoe. Last year I read Moll Flanders, one of the best books I read in 2017. So I'm reading the most famous book by him, Robinson Crusoe. Same style, like this episodic narrative, so many things going on all the time. It's so enjoyable. I love the quick-paced style and how he just tells things, you know, without compromising too much or going too deep into details, into the characters. The characters are a bit superficial, but it's not the point here. It's like having a good experience telling a story, and I'm having a great experience reading it. There are a lot of things in this book that people will find so infuriating, but I don't read books, you know, with this mindset of criticizing what people used to think in different periods of time. So there was slavery, and there was exploitation, a lot of injustice at that time, the time the book was written. So I will not judge the author and the contents of this book with how things should have been, you know. The book is enjoyable no matter these details that some people will find definitely infuriating and disagreeable, but it's not how I read books. It's just an option, you know, something I decided to do when I started reading books that were written so many years ago. It's interesting, it's entertaining, really entertaining, and I recommend it. So far I'm on page 72. I really enjoyed this one. From this bunch, the only one that I'm not really excited to finish, this is The Mark of the Horse Lord by Rosemary Studcliffe. It's not that I don't enjoy it, I'm almost in the middle of it, but the main character is not special enough in my opinion. And I started this one maybe March, I'm not sure, but maybe I'll have to reread some chapters before moving on, because I didn't pay much attention to it. It didn't capture all my attention and I wasn't moved by the story, but I'll give it another try. And so in July I finally finished The Long Winter, the 6th book on the Little House series, and I started reading Little Town on the Prairie. I just started reading it. I'm on chapter 2, but this series is a joy, this series is a gem, and I'm really enjoying it. I even started filming book reviews, which is a thing that I don't usually do on the channel, but I decided to give a try because I find these books a gem and people don't usually talk about them. So I'll try to finish the 7th book of this series. Oh my god, I look forward to finish this series, but at the same time when I finish, there will be like a void because it was so enjoyable. And I guess that's it. I have many books to finish. Don't know, to be honest, I don't know if I'll be able to do it in August. I guess I tackled so many things at the same time, but I'll probably prioritize Atonement, which is so beautiful. Oh my god, it's genius. And probably Mansfield Park and the Little House series, because it's a favorite so far. So, have you read any of these books I mentioned? Let me know down below what you find about them, especially American Gods, which is really popular, but I'm not sure if I'll enjoy when I finish it. See you guys in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. See ya. Bye.